everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's session. Accelerate AI Training ROI, partner with AI CERTs for fast track success. I'm delighted to have all of you here joining from around the world. Please feel free to drop in the chat where you're joining from, and throughout the session, you can share your questions. We'll be taking them towards the end. Today's session is all about impact, scalability, and speed specifically. How organizations can see real ROI from AI training when they adopt the right certification frameworks and the right partners. And no one better to speak about this than our two incredible speakers today. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Miranda Van Berkel, Vice President of Strategic Partnerships at AI CERTs. Miranda leads strategic alliances across the globe, working closely with education providers, learning platforms, universities, and government institutions to drive large scale AI readiness initiatives. She brings deep expertise in the learning and technology ecosystem and plays a pivotal role in helping organizations align workforce capabilities with the real demands of the AI era. Her mission is simple but powerful: to make AI learning accessible, measurable, and truly impactful at scale. Our second speaker is someone with an extraordinary track record in training, certification, and digital skills development, Tully Eaton, Vice President of Strategic Partnerships Europe at AI CERTs. Tully is a partnership and enablement leader with more than 2 decades of experience in IT training and certification landscape. She has built high performing alliances with leading training centers, instructors, institutions, and universities across Europe. Earlier in her career, she served as a pledge ambassador for the EU Grand Coalition for Digital Jobs, contributing significantly to the region's digital skills agenda and championing scalable upskilling initiatives. At AI CERTs, she leads European market expansion and partner programs that bring role based AI learning pathways to organizations looking to upskill at scale. Tully and Miranda, it's a pleasure to have you today. Welcome to the session. Before I hand it over to you, a quick reminder for the audience: this session is being recorded, and both the recording and your participation certificates will be shared with you shortly after the webinar. Tully, Miranda, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for our events team for organizing this session. And yeah, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, my name is Tully Eaton, and I'm here with my wonderful colleague Miranda, and we're together. We're truly delighted that you have chosen to join our webinar today, and we have an exciting agenda for us to go through, and we'll start with talking about Europe in particular and the AI training landscape and the opportunities we have in this continent. And we then we're going to go into have a quicker look at our portfolio and how we help to bridge the AI skills gap, and then of course what the opportunities are with those who partner with us. We are very pride ourselves with being the partner first organization, and our existing partners and those future ones here hopefully today who are thinking of joining our programs. We want to go through them here in this call, and how we help you support and succeed together by working very closely with us hand in glove. Now, I know there are a lot of people here in the call, so please do leverage the Q&A function here, as well as we encourage you to share your location here, but also please ask us questions. We try to cover this call in 30 minutes, but we're happy to stay longer and answer all the questions in the chat. Without any further ado, it is my absolute pleasure to hand over the floor to Miranda and talk about Europe. Okay.
Thank you so much, Tully. Hello, everyone. I am delighted to see this big audience from all over the world joining us today. So welcome once again. Let me take you through some numbers. This slide highlights the real magnitude of the opportunity in front of us. We're seeing an unprecedented AI skills boom across Europe, and the message is very clear. Demand is surging, supply is broken, and partners who act now, they will win. And they will win big. Let's start with the broader corporate training market. Europe is already spending around 50 billion euros annually on learning and development, and it continues to grow at over 7% CHGR, compound annual growth rate. What's important here is that a large portion of this spending is shifting toward AI and digital capabilities as organizations realize they simply cannot compete without investing in their workforce. At the same time, European AI spending is rising sharply from 133 billion in 2024 to more than 144 billion by 2028. That's a 30% annual growth. This shows that companies aren't just experimenting anymore. They are operationalizing Gen AI tools, platforms, and workflows. And with that comes a massive need for training, certification, and advisory services. But there's a problem. The talent just isn't there. So across major European markets, between 75 and 80% of employers say they cannot fill AI-related roles. This isn't a small gap. It's a structural shortage. It's affecting almost every industry. And it means that companies are actively looking for partners who can help them upskill their existing teams quickly, but certainly also effectively. And finally, 40% of the European organizations say they will significantly increase their Gen AI investments over the next 18 months. Not just in software, but in training and consulting. So the appetite is there, the budgets are there, and the market is moving fast. This combination, a rapidly expanding market, massive talent shortage, and urgent corporate investment, that creates a multi-billion euro opportunity. And it's partners who position themselves now that will become the go-to providers for AI readiness, but also skills development and, of course, certification. So let me start with sharing that employees want training. They want it. In fact, 61% of employees across Europe say they want more formal AI training. This tells us the desire is there. People want to use AI. They want to be more productive and they want to understand how these tools fit into their specific jobs. But most companies, they simply haven't built structured AI learning paths yet. And that leads directly to the second point. So despite all the headlines, only 13.5% of EU enterprises have actually adopted AI in a meaningful way. Oh, 13.5%. So most organizations are still stuck in pilot mode or in wait and see mode because they lack the internal skills to move forward confidentially. So AI projects are failing without skills, and the consequences of this skills gap are clear. So around 70% of AI projects fail to deliver return on investment. So not because the technology doesn't work, but because teams don't have the right capabilities or processes or understanding to implement AI effectively and then also at scale. So what we see is a very real and urgent need for AI training solutions that are going to bridge that gap. European organizations are investing heavily in AI tools, but without upscaling their workforce. And the returns, therefore, are simply there. And this creates that enormous opportunities for partners. Companies are actively looking for training and certification and role-based learning solutions that make AI adoption successful and measurable. So whoever can help organizations close this gap, become a trusted advisor, not just a vendor, a trusted advisor. So ensure the European market is ready. Employees want training, companies need it, and the right AI learning solutions can dramatically accelerate adoption and improve ROI. And this is exactly where partners can step in and lead. So this slide highlights why so many training and academic providers across Europe are struggling to scale their AI programs. And the reality is that the old training modules simply cannot keep up with the speed of AI. The cloud was going fast, AI is even going faster. So what to do with the expectations of the market? And first, this market has become extremely crowded. There are thousands of generative AI courses, and most of them look and feel the same. So European buyers, especially enterprises, are no longer interested in standalone videos or basic workshops. What they want recognized exam-backed certifications that provide credibility and the measurable outcomes. And without that differentiation, it's almost impossible to stand out. Second, customers' acquisition costs are rising fast, and without a strong brand or without recognized learning solutions, providers end up spending heavily to attract each learner, and that makes scaling AI training profitable extremely challenging. Third, AI content expires quickly. What you teach today may already be outdated in 3 months, 2 months. European enterprises, they expect real-time updates, but constant content refresh, it requires massive investment, instructional design capacity, and of course, subject matter expertise. And most organizations simply cannot keep up. Fourth, without credentialing, there is no pricing power. When training is sold without certification, the default becomes easily discounting. Margin shrinks, and providers have very little room to grow or reinvest. Finally, most providers lack the demand generation engine. So the partner enablement and enterprise sales infrastructure really needed to win large corporate deals. They may have delivery capability, but not the go-to-market engine that's required to really scale it. So these 5 challenges that you see on the screen explain why so many European training organizations want to expand into AI, but very few can do it at scale. And this gap also represents a powerful opportunity. Opportunity, you hear me? Opportunity. Partners who bring differentiated, credential-backed, constantly updated AI programs with a clear go-to-market engine, they will lead the next wave of AI upskilling across Europe. So let's answer the big question. Why is this moment such a massive opportunity for partners? Well, AI spending is skyrocketing. Skills can't keep up, and partners are the ones who fill this gap. So what we are seeing is one of the fastest growing technology markets in history. AI spending in Europe is projected to climb from around 133 billion in 2024 to nearly 145 billion by 2028. That's a 30% compound annual growth rate. And importantly, 87 of European companies are already allocating up to 30% of their AI budgets just to the Gen AI solutions. And this tells us something. This tells us that budgets are not just available, they are accelerating. And what's even more interesting is that 88% of European leaders are actively testing or rolling out Gen AI projects, more than double the US rate. Europe is moving fast. Organizations need partners who can guide them, train their teams, and support implementation. But here's the real pressure point. AI job skills evolve 66% faster than traditional skills, digital skills I'm referring to. So companies cannot keep up internally. Their teams fall behind almost instantly unless there is a structured, ongoing training solution. And this creates a major talent shortage. So across Germany, France, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Poland, between 75 and 80% of employers simply cannot fill AI roles. Whoa. And this is not limited to advanced AI engineering roles. Even foundational AI literacy is in short supply. 29% of, I do understand I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but 29% of open roles require basic AI literacy. Only 20%, 22% of the talent pool has it. At the advanced level, the gap is even worse. 24% of roles require specialized researchers or engineers, but only 15% of candidates qualify. So the demand is high, but the supply is nowhere near enough. For partners, this moment is incredibly powerful. Enterprises are increasing their AI training budgets and they are actively looking for external specialists. Why are they doing that? Because they can't build this expertise quickly on their own. Certification-led programs allow partners to command premium pricing, and because AI it evolves so rapidly, training becomes a recurring revenue stream, not a one-time transaction. And so, most importantly, partners who step in now become the long-term vendor of record. So, for AI readiness, shaping how organizations adopt and scale AI for years to come.
Wow, wow, Miranda. That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. That's amazing. It's
Yeah, it
staggering.
is. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting
Because,
on a roll here.
well, yeah, we are sharing the excitement, but you did maybe tell a bit more what excites you with the portfolio and how our portfolio can help bridge this staggering AI skills gap. If you can address that,
Oh,
please.
truly excellent question. Do you have an hour? I know I need to keep it short. So, so to answer your questions, we are helping organizations at AI CERTs across the globe prepare their workforce for the future. And we do that with AI training and certification programs. And now these days, you can't go 10 minutes without hearing about those two letters, AI. But the real question is, are learners, people, customers, partners truly AI ready? And what we do is we teach how AI impacts specific job roles. And these programs are vendor aligned, role focused, and certification backed. There is that validated outcome. So AI isn't just another tool, it's fundamentally changing how people work. And our programs don't focus on technical upskilling. Instead, we help professionals in every role understand how AI applies to their specific job role, making them AI ready and making them future ready. And what we do see is that companies are missing strategy on AI readiness. So the role focused AI readiness, because every different job role will use AI differently. And that is the gap that we are closing. So, how I see it, it's a quick win for individuals, but it's also a quick win for companies because we are offering validated outcomes. And that's a huge milestone for people and also for organizations because there is a validation behind it. Go even further, we are horizontal, so we're getting people ready no matter what technology. So Google is in there, Microsoft is in there, AWS is in there, Copilot is in there, all kinds of technologies. And for this readiness versus technical training, as I mentioned before, we are vendor aligned, meaning our courses teach real tools professionals are actually using, but without locking them into any one specific platform. Another thing that's pretty unique is that the exam comes preloaded. So within this readiness versus technical training, at the end, people can take the exam. They have 2 attempts, but that's also pretty unique. In the same platform, not having to leave the platform, and then not even mentioned how the content is delivered. So multi-device and multi modules. So what the slide in base is showing is that one of the strongest part of the AI cert value proposition is our industry-aligned AI certification tracks. So these certifications are built for the real world of AI, and they are designed to meet the needs of learners, professionals, and enterprises across every major function and industries. So we see it's a comprehensive certification portfolio. We currently have over 50 certification tracks. We have a lot in development, and the goal is to have 250 certification programs within the next 250 months, within the next 24 months. So we currently have built more than 50 certifications that cover the entire spectrum of AI skills, from foundation literacy to advanced technical specializations. And what sets this portfolio apart is that these aren't generic courses. So every certification aligns to a real job role and real employer needs. So we have essential pathways for every employee, and then we are referring to, or I am referring to the AI Plus Foundation, everyone, the AI Plus executive. We have deep coverage for business and corporate functions like AI Plus sales, AI Plus marketing, AI Plus HR, AI Plus finance, and technical and security certifications. We offer for developers, engineers, data roles, robotics, quantum and prompt engineering. And we have also industry-specific certifications. So for partners who serve vertical markets, we've built certifications for healthcare, government, mining, telecom, real estate, and more, and many, many, many more to come. What this Embase means for organizations that are partnering with AI certs, they can instantly offer a comprehensive exam-backed AI curriculum without building any content themselves. So whether you're serving universities, enterprises, or training centers, this catalog gives you everything you need to meet demand across every level and every industry. Is that answering your question, Tuli?
Well, thank you, Miranda. Your excitement and your energy is truly captivating. So
Okay.
with really staggering stats, and thank you for doing the first part here. So let me take a reins in
Please,
here and
the floor is
start talking
yours.
about.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can talk a little bit about how to partner with AI certs and the kind of partnership models we offer to our partners. And by the way, yeah, our audience is brilliant. Thank you for keeping the questions flowing and your reflections. So really, truly like the energy here in the room too. So for partnerships, we have flagged our 4 key types of partnering. I would say most popular one is one can become an authorized training delivery partner with us. This is for commercial training centers who are delivering our e-learning, instructor-led or a hybrid model. So they are designed for both. They do have access to exclusive instructor resources, joint marketing, lead generation, and they also make an upfront investment to the program, which will then be converted into a future credit with us. Also, our authorized academic partners can deliver instructor-led training. Here, of course, the go-to-market is a little bit different. Here we are talking about universities, polytechnics, further education colleges, apprenticeship providers who embed our certifications into their curricula. And there the objective is to create a pool of future skills-ready talent. And then, of course, the employability is the key metric with academics. But we also have programs for affiliates, which we call influencers, people with lots of following base who may just be looking to earn a bit of commission through referrals. And that may be the most low barrier entry. Start with AI certs. And last but not least, we have the associations. And I think this is quite unique, in fact, that we cater also industry associations and professional bodies who want to add value to their members. And there we do a lot of co-branding, co-develop certifications, which are more suited for large-scale initiatives. So net is that there's a number of different ways to work with us, and we want to work with you. And maybe perhaps, Miranda, you're in lead here. Thank you for, we can talk about also what the kind of support we offer for our partners. And you can see there's lots of different ways. And that also depends on the type of partnership and the way you go to market. We are very bespoke with our ways of working. Well, if we start with the affiliates here, for instance, we do a lot of marketing automation with them. And we help, of course, the operations teams in all our partners. We do a lot of partner enablement. We do our LTI, API type of integrations. We want to reduce admin as much as possible and make things very easy for the partners' operational teams. And we do sales enablement. We actually have a dedicated sales certification for our partners' employees, which we highly encourage them to do with us. And sales certification with the battle cards, which gives them the entire talk track and objection handling, is a very powerful combination to get the sales teams up and running very quickly with us. And last but certainly not the least, maybe my favorite part here is the marketing engine. Now, I have been in this industry for over 25 years. I worked in multiple IT certification programs, vendor-led. I've never seen a marketing engine as powerful here and modern as here at AI CERTs. And I actually did a dedicated slide just to do a screenshot of what our partner portal looks like and the kind of number of resources. You can see pages long of marketing resources we have available for partners. It is absolutely massive. So anything from influencer videos to region-specific SEO documentation to webinars to email campaigns, co-brandable flyers. I'm probably forgetting a few here, but there is a lot with this portal. And also translated into languages like Spanish. Our Spanish assets are growing hugely because, of course, our entire certification portfolio is available in Spanish language too. So and if there's something which is missing, we also take that feedback from the partners and we'll go and create it. The resource library is huge, and we also start off in the partnership with talking jointly about what is our go-to-market strategy and how you can effectively utilize these assets available to you. And thank you, Miranda, you jumped into, speaking of platforms, this is a screenshot of our LMS. This is another thing when I first joined AI CERTs and coming from the industry for a very long time. I haven't seen anyone offering so many different and catering so many different learning styles than at AI CERTs. Now, many vendors may have an e-learning or audio or e-book, but we actually also have AI Mentor in every course, and we also have podcast. Everything is modular. Everything has hands-on components, every course. And the whole idea is that you can also continue learning when you're on the go with our mobile app, which is, by the way, which was only launched like just 3 months ago, and it's already have over 500,000 uploads, which tells us that the learning on the go is rising in popularity, and the podcasts are very popular examples of bite-sized learning. So and of course, all of this will also cater very nicely when it comes to the instructor-led training. Here's the difference is that the instructor with their additional resources and support and help are in the driving seat. It's both models and hands-on. And what I also really liked about the fact when I joined an AI cert, when I discovered that the certification exam is part of the same platform. Now, the fact that you don't have to start chasing exam vouchers and scheduling times at the testing centers separately, but they go in hand in glove, and the exam is available 24/7. Only thing you need is a quiet room and a webcam, and you can launch the exam, and then AI will take over your screen, and then AI will monitor your head movements and take logs, which is quite a special moment, I have to say. And here in the great way, and we have received some questions here on the chat about the free resources. So you actually saw a screenshot of our AI Foundation course, which is available. It's our gift to the wider world. It's our AI literacy course. It's a really great way of getting started with AI certs. And And many of our partners also use it as a lead generation engine. So that there you can also try just if you're brand new to AI, great way to do it. But also if you want to test our LMS, highly recommend it and try the exam too. And please share it socially. We love celebrating your successes in social media. And once you have as I said, mentioned, you done the exam, you get your results immediately with us. So no weeks and weeks of waiting whether you passed or well. You get the results immediately. And then you also get your certification should you have passed immediately. And what makes it really unique is that it comes with this unique QR code. So our certifications are verifiable through blockchain, in which means that they can't be altered. They are tamper-proof. The person of interest, husband, wife, boss, employer, they just need to scan the QR code and they know immediately that certification belongs to you. And I think that makes it increases the value and the integrity of the whole program significantly. And I've really found this very powerful. No open editable PDFs at AI CERTs. Now, if you can, maybe Miranda, you're in the lead here. We can move.
I would like to ask you a question.
Oh, please. Yeah, I love
Is it
questions.
Okay. Can you please explain what does it take for a partner to be truly successful with AI certs?
Oh, wonderful. It's I get this question actually quite a lot from the partners, and I've been working with training delivery partners for best part of 2 decades in an IT training industry, and there are certain things which I think are always good common recipes for success. But here in particular, when we are looking at AI landscape, now I think adaptability is the key. We are looking things very differently than we have looked at in the last 2 decades. Okay, the speed is important, but adaptability and fully embracing the AI is absolutely imperative. And focus. I would say those partners with us who are focused, dedicated, active, and are the ones who are regularly attending our monthly meetings, making also accepting our help and working together with us in the partnership, in the sense that we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of people who are really happy to see you succeed. It's a shared success. We work through partner first model, and I'll keep repeating this, but it's very important that the partners are a primary go-to-market. If you don't succeed, we don't succeed. And of course, it helps always that if you have an existing pool of clients already who trust you and are now leaning on to you heavily as to help them build their AI training path, because every organization there will need to have their people upskilled, reskilled, and we can cater that whole organization. The sales conversations are usually starting to be more on the lines of, what's your organization chart look like? By the way, we can match it with the role-based certifications, and off we go. Then we just build a plan together, and our product development is here also very happy to help you design those more bespoke training paths. So those hopefully are few recipes of success. Every partner is different. Come again?
No, that sounds amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, every partner is different. So we have partners who are they may have a very specific vertical focus. They may have a very specific technology focus, like cybersecurity, for instance. We have big multinationals in our pool. And when we start onboarding those partners, we take all that into account. We design the partnership onboarding journey based on that partner's requirements, expectations, how they go to market, are they B2B, B2C, who are their clients? And we pride ourselves with the fact that we are very fast here. Once the partner has signed an agreement, we can do the first onboarding call as quickly as 48 hours after that. It depends on the partner. Some partners want to take their time and then lean into our resources. Others want to move really quickly. And the main thing is that the partner here is in the driving seat. So 30 days is entirely possible, but don't feel bad, anyone here listening, if it takes you a little bit longer. Good things come to those who wait as well. And we are here with you along the way. and that's pretty much the journey how it looks like. So that's why I'm coming to our last slide, I think, before we open the floor to Q&A. Now, we're really delighted that you've taken this time to join us today, and really thank you for taking the time. And we really want to be part of bridging that AI readiness gap with you and ensure that Europe's workforce doesn't just adapt AI, that they really truly lead with it, and we'll do this together. We are here. We want to be looking forward to having a follow-up conversation with you, and choose which partnership path works best for you and your organization. So thank you so much. And Miranda, did you want to say anything in closing as well? Or shall we just open the floor for Q&A? Really.
I just want to say thank you so much for joining, and let us know how we can help. Always feel free to reach out to have a discovery meeting or a more deep dive session. We are here to help, and we love to help.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Though we are in the AI space, there are real people behind our organization.
Yeah, no bots here. No bots here. Yes, and thank you for our events team as well for doing a great work here in the background, asking any questions in the queue, and I see that there's a lot of them will be coming through. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miranda. Thank you so much, Julie. Before we wrap up today's discussion, I just wanted to extend a heartfelt thank you to our audience as well for being such an, for being such an engaging audience, I would say. They had a lot of questions, and I can see all the reactions coming up. So thank you so much for this, and also Miranda and Julie for sharing such powerful and practical insights with us today. So we hope this session gave our audiences clarity on how to simplify AI learning, scale workforce capability, and achieve measurable impact faster. If you guys have any questions, any doubt, we have already shared all the links and website links and everything. You can just reach out to us with your questions and queries, and we'll be very happy to assist you with this. Your recording and participation certificates will be shared with you shortly. Thank you so much once again, everyone.